Good Tuesday evening. Welcome to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. We apologize for the delay getting back on, but everything's ready to go. It was just me that wasn't ready, I guess. But we're on. We're set to go here in Sublette, the Lady Larks and Lady Bronx. First High Plains League action of the year for both teams. Lady Bronx come in riding a 2-game winning streak after defeating McCook, Nebraska on Saturday for 5th place in the Goodland Topside tip-off. And Sublette coming in 0-4 on the season, losing on Saturday to Spearville by the score of 72-37 in their most recent action. I don't have Sublette starters. We'll just take those as they are introduced. But the Lady Bronx, we do have theirs. And they start this way. Wearing number 2, a 5'2" senior, Reagan Shavira. Reagan averaging 2.5 points per game. Sammy Vogel wears number 10. She's a 5'11" senior, averaging 6.8 points per contest. Jordan McCombs, a 5'3" sophomore, averaging just over 3 points per game. She wears number 11. Kenzie Lohman Fuller wears number 14. She's a 5'9" senior, averaging 1.5 points per game. And wearing number 24, a 5'10" senior, coming off a career-high 30 points in that win over McCook on Saturday. And that is Jara Davidson. Lady Bronx coached by third-year coach J.C. Holloway. The assistants Kurt Leader, Kerry Blattner, and Holly Myers. Sublette is coached by Katie Bandman. And once again, they come in 0-4 on the season, looking for their first win. The Lady Bronx have won 5 straight over Sublette, and they look to increase that winning streak over the Lady Larks here this evening. I want to thank Sublette Activities Director Lyle Beffert. They got a table set up for us up here in the corner. I didn't have to drag mine along. So I appreciate them with the table up here. And also want to thank Sublette Principal Bobby Murphy. Always enjoy coming to Sublette. A lot of history between these two schools throughout the year. Looking down at the Lady Lark bench, one of the assistant coach was a longtime Lady Lark coach, Wayne Lee, back on the sideline as an assistant coach. First of 2 games on the schedule tonight. Of course, Lady Bronx tipping things off to start our evening. And then it's the Bronx and the Larks at 7:30 or somewhere there close. And one change that they gave me already, Amari Escabel will be starting in the place of Kenzie Lohman Fuller. Amari, a 5'3" sophomore, averaging 3.5 points per game. Lindsay Dyke, a sophomore for Sublette. Victoria Lee wearing number 11 for Sublette. Lee is a sophomore. Jordan McCombs being introduced for the Lady Broncs. Number 12 for Sublette is J.C. McVeigh. Wearing number 13 is Anaya Puentes. And wearing number 14 for Sublette, Talina Ginter. Lady Broncs in the road purple uniforms, white letters and numbers trimmed in gold. Sublette in the home whites. Scarlet letters and numbers trimmed in gray. Sublette comes in averaging 27 points per game. The Lady Broncs are averaging 46.3 points per game. Did it just come unclipped? Jared putting a headset back together. Set to tip things off at center court. Talina Ginter and Sammy Vogel. And the tip actually won by Sublette. Lob inside. And they'll say last touched by Lindsay Dyke. And the ball goes to Lakin. Just underway. Welcome everybody to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube, lakinsports.com. Your home for Lakin High School sports all year long. In our 17th year of broadcasting. Up top, Reagan Shavir, wide open three, nothing but net. And the Lady Broncs on the board. Lady Broncs in full court pressure on the inbounds. Puentes with it, now a steal. Layup, good by Jordan McCombs. Jared is with us here tonight, and another Lakin Lady Broncs steal, and Sublette takes it right back with the steal. Talina Ginter, but Jared's doing some repair work on a headset. In the paint, off the glass, won't go. Lakin with the rebound, Reagan with it, takes it up the far side. Now Amari drives inside and off the hands of Sammy, and it'll go back to Sublette. Just over a minute in, Lady Broncs lead at 5-0. So we'll get the scoreboard and everything caught up as Jared makes the repairs, and I think we good now?
All right, that'll hold up.
Okay, I'll work on that before Friday. So Jara off the inbounds three is off the mark. The rebound comes off to J.C. McVeigh. Lindsay Dyke from the left wing has it stolen out front. Reagan reverses the floor. Layup is good. And another Lakin steal. Layup off the mark by Jordan. And a battle for the loose ball. Okay.
All right, I'm going to need some point scorers.
Okay, we have Reagan with 5 and Jordan with 2. Reagan with a 3 and a 2. And then inside, Davidson got it to go, and she's fouled. Once again, Jared Davidson coming off a career-high 30 points in that win over McCook on Saturday. Lady Broncs downing the Lady Bison by the score of 66-53, finishing 5th in the 35th annual Goodland Topside Tip-Off. Davidson completes the traditional three-point play. And the Lady Broncs on top.
So Jordan 10. Had the other two?
Yes. Lob inside, Jared Davidson with the steal, up the floor to Amari. Amari, and a charge. I think Amari wanted to try to sidestep her, but just, I think, misstepped it.
Yep.
That'll be a foul on Amari Escobar, her first. Good idea, but like I said, I think she kind of mistimed her step. So it goes back to the Lady Larks. Lady Bronx in full court pressure. On the inbounds is Genter, and stolen away. Amari with it. Jordan. Now to Reagan. And a 3-second violation. I could almost see that one coming. Timeout on the floor. I think it's Lakin. We'll wait for the official's indication, but no, it will be Sublette, a full timeout. And we're going to take one as well. Just over 2 minutes in, Lady Bronx on top, 10-0. We're back after this. You're watching Lady Bronx basketball.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at the one and only fantastic Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin.
Welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Brett Hendricks and Jared Hendricks along with us tonight. We're at Sublette. Lady Bronx and Lady Larks renewing a long-time rivalry in the High Plains League. Teams have played every year since 1971 when Lady Bronx and actually the state of Kansas started recognizing girls sports as an actual state sanctioned event. So backside bounce pass, Davidson with the 6-footer. Davidson with 5. And it's a 12-0 Lakin lead. Now the Sublette boys and Lakin boys, of course, the High Plains League was developed in 1951, but they also go back farther than that. So I would not have any idea of how many straight years Lakin and Sublette have played basketball. It's just a day or two. Sublette inbounds on their baseline. Genter with it. Near steal, now stolen away by Davidson at midcourt. The Lady Bronx will set it up. McCombs, wide open right wing. They'll work it top of the arc now near side. Reg inside. Davidson, won't go, but she's fouled. Nice ball movement that time by the Lady Bronx. And the foul will go against Victoria Lee, her first. Davidson's free throw is good. Second free throw attempt coming up for Jera. Missed the second one. What do we got?
There's no sound. Got bars here.
These hooked up. Red and white.
Yep.
Make sure they're both in. Huh.
Both are in.
Okay. Let me check something here. We have bars bouncing in the computer, so if you want to check your phone, make sure real quick.
Yep.
5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Lady Bronx with a 13-0 lead. Sublette a breakaway, and the shot blocked by Sammy Vogel.
I got sound on my phone.
Into the lineup for Sublette during that last timeout, Lily Moak wearing number 31.
Yeah, we're good.
Well, if whoever texted doesn't have sound, we can't tell them to maybe back out of it and get back in.
Yeah, or hopefully nothing's on mute.
Davidson pass inside. Sammy's fouled. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. So, Sammy at the line and hits the free throw. Sammy averaging just under 7 points per contest. And that one hard off the back iron. Rebound comes off strong to Sublette. Lakin opening with a 14-0 run. They lead it here just over 4.5 to go in the first quarter. Moak from 3 out front, off the front iron, won't go. And Sammy has the rebound go off her fingertips and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Larks. Are we good now, Jared, with whoever?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Maybe for once it wasn't us, huh?
Maybe.
5-second count on the inbounds. Good defense by the Lady Bronx. Tavery Loman Fuller into the lineup. Aaron Michaelis, Kinsey Loman Fuller, and Lilia Villa into the lineup for Lakin. Jared Davidson, the only starter to stay on the floor. So 3 freshmen and a senior on the floor. Tavery works it near side underneath, intended for Kinsey, knocked away. Good pass, but good defense by Sublette as well. Davidson lobs it in. Kinsey back up top. They work it around the arc now with Aaron. And a timeout called by Lakin, a 30-second timeout. .403 remaining first quarter. Lady Bronx on top 14-0. Will be Lakin basketball. Aaron to inbound in front of the Sublette bench. Aaron Michaelis averaging 7 points per contest. And that pass over her head out of bounds. And it goes to Sublette. Fuentes with it. On the far side, fouled on the shot attempt. Lilia Villa with the foul. Fuentes with 2 free throws. And hits it. Snaps a string of 14 straight points by the Lady Bronx to start this contest. And Fuentes hits both of them. So the Lady Larks on the board. Lady Bronx still lead it by 12. Lilia across the timeline, near side Davidson. Underneath Tavery. Oh, too strong, won't go. Kinsey battling for the rebound. We've got a tie up. Arrow points to Lakin. Lakin to inbound, Jarrah to do the honors. Jarrah, with that 30-point game on Saturday, raised her average to just under 13 points per game. The inlet pass to Jarrah was tipped away, but Lakin will keep the basketball. And a traveling violation by Sublette after they made the steal. Lob inside, Tabry off the glass, got it to roll that time. First basket for Tabry, matching her game average. Averages 2 points a game. Lilia with it. No look pass. Davidson with the layup. Jared Davidson with 8. Lady Bronx lead to 16. Tie up on the floor. Arrow points to the Lady Larks. Big wins last night by the middle school boys. Actually, over Sublette. Sublette coming to Lakin last night, but Jared, good job by the boys last night.
Yep, it's my second time here this year.
Jared Davidson with the steal and the layup. Yeah, Jared
Crazy
now
part
in double
about
three.
it is Thursday I'll be in Johnson, then I guess Friday I'll be in Johnson too.
Friday will be in Johnson as well. Yeah.
Might as well just get a hotel room or something, stay there.
Could have stayed in Ulysses, halfway between Sublette and Johnson.
Yeah.
Jordan McCombs back into the Lady Bronx lineup and a timeout called by Sublette. Their second timeout of the quarter. Let's see what they do. Looks like it's going to be a full. Let's take one as well, Jared. 2:15 to go, first quarter. It's all Lady Bronx leading 20-2. We're back after this. At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools. Brett and Jared with you. Thanks for joining us tonight for Lakin Lady Bronx basketball. As Jared mentioned, we'll be back on the road Friday night in Johnson as the Bronx and Lady Bronx travel to battle the Stanton County Trojans in the last action before the Christmas break. We've only been back on the air for 2 weeks, and I'm ready for a 3-week break, Jared.
Yeah, me too.
I'll tell you what, though, 3 days in a row in Goodland, you wouldn't think it would be no big deal, but being on the road for 3 days, even though you stay and have a motel, but it's tough. Aaron, the shot in the paint won't go. Tabry with the offensive board. Lady Bronx will reset it. Inside Tabry. And they say she walked with it first. Just a little bitty hop there. Good job, though. Amari Escabel back into the Lady Bronx lineup. You know, I commented, during the tournament in Goodland, I love it that the Lady Bronx are working the post play.
Yeah,
still,
I think it's definitely going to be a big part in their game.
I think, still kind of struggling on the timing of it right now, but it's coming around. And Tabry right now is really working hard inside. Shot missed, foul on the rebound. Jordan goes to the floor. It'll be Lakin basketball. Foul goes against Lindsay Dyke. Her first, team's fourth. So 1:45 remaining in the first quarter. Lady Bronx lead it by 18. Reagan drives in the paint off the glass. It's too strong. Dyke with the rebound. Outlet near side to J.C. McVeigh. She brings it up. Now in the corner to Victoria Lee. And Tabry with the foul on the reach. Her first, team's third. Sublette basketball on the near sideline. Want to thank Marissa Aller on the camera tonight. Pass at the free throw line to Victoria Lee. Back to Puentes. Long three out front. And it's against the wall. And back to Lakin. 1:18 to go, first quarter. And the traveling violation out front goes back to Sublette with 1:11 to go. And a steal by Amari. In the paint, now near side. Reagan off the glass, got it to go. Reagan Shavira with 7 points. Lindsay Dyke up the floor, past Tavery, won't go. Jordan McCombs with the rebound, and we've got a tie-up. And Lakin will own the arrow with 48 seconds to go. Everything working so far, Jared?
Yep.
Wi-Fi's holding up?
Yep.
Excellent. And a steal out front by Puentes. And a traveling violation. Lakin will get it back with 35.9 seconds to go. I'm not going to be able to walk tomorrow, Jared.
Yeah, no kidding. Wonder why.
Jordan from the left wing. Got it to go. Because I'm short.
Yep.
I'm going to beat you to the punch. You're not going to get to say it. And another Lakin steal. Oh, and Amari took a step. She turned. She was wide open. I don't think she was ready to be that wide open. Dyke with the inbound. Amari knocks it away. Under 10 to go. 4 seconds. Amari off the front of the rim at the buzzer, but a good opening quarter for the Lady Bronx. They lead it 24-2. Going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the second quarter for you right here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Don't go away. We're back after this.
Rural communities are known for their unequaled support of their hometown sports teams. KCB Bank can help you take it to the next level. We now offer Hometown School Pride debit cards, and these cards feature your hometown team mascot so you can show your pride each time you buy something. The best part, they're made right here on site, so there's no waiting for one to come in the mail. Get in touch with us right now and let us help you show your hometown pride. KCB Bank with 3 locations, Garden City, Lakin, and on the web under your favorite search engine. Member FDIC.
It's time to get involved with the Lakin Recreation Commission, 702 North Campbell in Lakin. The Lakin Rec Commission with a wellness center, aerobics, adult programs, youth programs, sewing, and more. For more information about all the great activities of the Lakin Rec Commission, call 620-355-7039. The Lakin Recreation Commission, providing recreational opportunities to enhance the quality of life for the people of the community by promoting social interaction and the productive use of leisure time.
Will be Lakin basketball as we start the second quarter. Didn't we get the, I think it should change, shouldn't it?
It shouldn't be, but hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, Lakin's got it, but I think it should have gone to Sublette.
Say, I have it on for Sublette, so.
Oh, you're keeping it?
Yeah, I got possession too.
Oh, okay. Tavery from 12 hits it.
No, Sammy.
Oh, excuse me, Sammy. I saw the 0 there, and nice.
Well, they do
shot.
have the same shoes, so.
Yeah. And another Sublette turnover. Nice shot there from about 12 feet for Sammy. Jordan with it near side. Out to Jarrah. Jarrah in the paint, and a foul called on Lindsay Dyke. That'll be her second. First foul of the quarter. Jordan McCombs on the inbound. Lob into Sammy. Sammy with the shot, short. Aaron Michaelis back into the lineup during the quarter break, along with Lilia and Jared and Sammy. Tie up. Ball goes to Sublette. I think, or was it out of bounds? I think it was a tie-up.
I think so.
Foul on the shot off the inbound. Going to the line to shoot two will be Lily Moak. We'll see who the foul was on.
Pretty sure it was Jera. Nope. Nope.
It was on Lilia, and that's her second. You know, Jared did the right thing, though. She just went straight. She had her hand straight up. Free throw good. Don't know that I've ever done a game standing up, Jared.
Should have brought your booster seat.
Well, I asked him if they had a booster chair, but I told him, he said he'd bring me one, but I said I better not, I'd fall off of it. Moak with the rebound. Kicks it back outside. Three, rolling in and out, won't go. Sammy Vogel with the rebound. Outlet, Jordan. Wide open backside. Jordan McCombs lays it up and in. Lady Bronx in transition. Jordan McCombs with 6. Pass underneath. Off the fingertips of Victoria Lee. Goes back to the Lady Bronx. 6:35 to go first half. Foul out front will go against Anaya Puentes. Her first.
Foul number 13, Bennett Fuentes, first one, second team foul of the quarter.
Comes with the inbounds. Kick pass in the corner. Davidson with the 3, rattles it home. Jared Davidson now with 13. And a steal at midcourt. Jordan drive, layup, won't go. Aaron Michaelis with the rebound. Lays it up and in. It was a little bit of a mismatch for Aaron Michaelis there over Lilia. Lilia at 5'3". Aaron is 6'1". And Lakin basketball, just over 5.5 to go first half. All Lady Bronx, they lead it by 30. Aaron drives from the wing, up top Davidson. They'll reset. Sammy the runner, too strong off the glass. Davidson with the rebound, shovels it out to Jordan. Now Lilia stops from 17. Won't go, and we've got a foul battling for the rebound. I think that's going to be on Sammy.
Yep.
Foul on Sammy's her first. I'm going to try something different here. Yeah, this might be better. Step off of that bench and I can lob inside, knocked away by Jordan McCombs. Sublette with the inbounds. J.C. McVeigh with the honors. And J.C. After receiving it after the inbound, walks with it. And it comes back to the Lady Bronx. 4:48 to go in our half. Far corner, Davidson from 3, off the flat of the rim, won't go. Sammy with the offensive board. Lily a 3 left side, it's too strong. Aaron Michaelis with the offensive rebound. Back to Davidson, they'll reset the offense. Oh, pass intended for Jera. Lindsay Dyke picks it off. Davidson, she knocked it from behind, and a foul coming from behind. Foul is the first one on Jera. Tabry, Kinsey, Reagan, and Amari back in for Lakin. Inbounds to Puentes. Up the floor, Ginter. Now to J.C. McVeigh. And Sublette laying on the end line. Last touched it. Comes back to Lakin. 4:10 to go in the half. Reagan with it across the timeline, near side to Michaelis. Tabry underneath off the glass. Tell you what, Jared, that's almost working too slick.
Yeah, it's almost too easy.
You know, and what's amazing is how this is starting to come together after the first 2 games. They couldn't make hardly anything work.
Yeah. Yep, it's a good adjustment.
Up the floor, Tabry, cross court. Amari with the shot, she's fouled. Good job by Tabry.
Great ball movement.
I mean, her feet just barely hit the floor, and she knew right where Amari was going to be. Foul is on Talina Ginter. That's her 3rd foul. Mari Escobel at the line for 2, rolls it off the side. Another opportunity upcoming. Lily Moak into the lineup for Sublette. Lady Bronx averaging 46.3 points per game. They shoot 35% from the field, and they're 58.6 from the free throw line. And their second free throw good. Moak on the dribble, has it knocked away, and she'll be called for the foul. Kinsey with the steal. Over 3 minutes to go in this first half. Lakin averaging 46 points per game. They're gonna challenge that here in the first half. Right side Amari, up top Tabry, they work it near side. Now to Kinsey, back to Reagan. Lady Bronx reset it. Michaelis with it, 3 out front, got it. Aaron Michaelis with the range, hitting the 3. Lady Bronx extending that lead. 3 from the right side, good by Anaya Puentes.
Wow, too easy.
Reagan with the basket on the other end.
Took it all the way up the floor.
Reagan with 9. Steal out front. Tabry with it. In the paint, stop. Reagan with the loose ball. In the paint, the runner got it. Reagan now in double figures with 11, and a timeout on the floor called by Lakin. Lakin with a 37-point lead. If you're just joining us and look at the score, yes, Jared is keeping this right. Lakin on top, 43-6. Lakin started the game on a 14-0 run, then went on a 10-0 run. No, excuse me, a 12-0 run. And then a 15-0 run. Timeout, it was a full timeout. We kept it right here, of course. 1:42 to go in our first half. I want to thank all the great sponsors that make Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube possible. Shout out to Shorty's Cafe, Main Street, Lakin. They don't have us on the monitors tonight. Restaurant's closed on Tuesday. A thank you to them. And a thank you to Matthew Medill. I do have an ad cut. I need to get it to you. Need to get it to him to make sure he approves, and we'll get it on the air. But thank you, Matt Medill. Dyke with the loose ball in the paint. Kicks it left wing, Puentes. Puentes looking to drive, throws it back outside. Dyke with it.
Everything but in.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that ball, I think the whole ball seemed like it went under. Sammy misses from short range. Tabry with the rebound, and Reagan Shabir with the basket. Tabry just tipped it back to Reagan. And a charge. Sammy Vogel taking the charge. And the foul, I believe, was on J.C. McVeigh. It was her first. 5th team foul on the Lady Larks, but it's a player control, so Lakin to inbound. Near side, Kinsey. Working around the arc. Reagan drives. Oh, won't go. Lily Moak with the rebound and throws it past McVeigh. Lakin will get it back with 42 seconds to go. Vogel inbound on the near sideline. Reagan with it. Battling for the loose ball. They call a tie-up, but that ball was never handled by anybody, really. It was still rolling on the floor. So it'll go to Sublette on the arrow. 38.7 seconds to go. I think the Lady Bronx were wanting 50.
Yeah.
You know?
I think so.
I don't know that they're going to get it now with 33 seconds to go. J.C. McVeigh out front, and a foul called.
I believe Sammy.
That's going to be on Sammy. Her second, team's 4th. At the half, of course, we'll have the first half numbers. We'll talk to Bronx head coach Nate Schmidt. Puentes up top to Dyke. Now back to Puentes on the left wing. She fires from 3 off the back of the rim, won't go. Sammy with the rebound. Goes to the floor. And that foul's on Sammy?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, that's 3 on Sammy. I'm not saying she didn't contact the other girl, but she was pushed from behind as well. That's what caused her to go into the other player.
Yeah.
So 5 fouls on Lakin. That sends Lindsay Dyke to the free throw line to shoot 2. Free throw off the mark. Jared Davidson into the lineup. Sammy with 3 fouls. To the bench for the last 20 seconds of the quarter. Of the half, anyway. Dyke's free throw, bouncing around, won't go, ball loose. Amari with it. Sprints up the floor, hands it off to Reagan. Over to Davidson, back up top. Lakin most likely holding for one. Avery near side, Amari. Now with 2 seconds, they're going to have to fire. Kinsey at the buzzer, won't count. Lakin losing a little bit of track on the play clock, or on the game clock. But nonetheless, it's not like they really needed the points as they lead it 45-6 here at the half. Let's take a timeout and we'll come back. We'll look at the first half numbers and we'll talk to Bronc head coach Nate Schmidt. You're watching Lady Bronc basketball on Lakin Bronc Sports YouTube. We're back after this.
LakinSports.com could not bring you Lakin High Sports without the continued support of our great sponsors. Thanks to these great businesses: the KCB Bank of Lakin and Garden City, the Agency of Lakin and Garden City, your full-line insurance agency, Lakin Hay and the Lakin Dairy, Fred Ripsema, Shelter Insurance, Gwen Wechter, East Highway 50 Lakin, Flashbacks Diner, West Highway 50 Lakin, the Golden Plains Credit Union, Life with a Touch of Gold, the Lakin Recreation Commission, Lakin Drug, 610 O'Laughlin Lakin, Shorty's Cafe, Main Street Lakin, the Kearney County Economic Development, Ralph Goodnight, Pioneer Communications of Southwest Kansas, Hendricks Welding, Brad Hendricks, and D-Bach Metals of Lakin, Player of the Game medal sponsor. Again, thank you, sponsors. Please let them know you appreciate what they do. Now back we go with the voice of Lakin High Sports, Brett Hendricks.
We're back at the half. The Lady Broncs leading Sublette by the score of 45-6. Look at the first half numbers. And of course, you can tell by the score it's been all Lady Broncs. Totals for Sublette: Anea Puentes leads with 5 points, and Lily Moak has a single free throw. Sublette 3 of 5 from the free throw line. For the Lady Broncs, Jared Davidson and Reagan Shabir leading the way with 13 points apiece. Jordan McCombs with 6, Aaron Michaelis with 5, Tabry Lohman Fuller with 4, Sammy Vogel with 3, and Amari Escabel with 1. From the free throw line, Sammy is 1 for 2, Jared 2 for 3, and Amari 1 for 2. The Lady Broncs 4 of 7 from the free throw line in our first half. Now we're joined by Bronc head coach Nate Schmidt. And Coach, as always, thanks for coming up and visiting with us, but it's only been 2 days. Do you think there's enough rest after a 3-day tournament in Goodland?
No, I'm not sure we got any rest. You know, it's a good thing we didn't play yesterday or really practice much yesterday. We looked like a bunch of grandpas out there trying to run up and down the court. It was kind of comical, but you know, that's what happens when you empty your tank. And you know, but they're kids, quick turnaround, and you know, you'll get their adrenaline going and be ready to roll tonight.
Exactly. The Broncs, if those watching aren't aware, the Broncs with a second place finish at the Goodland topside tip-off. And like you said when we ended our conversation after the loss on Saturday, of course, Lakin goes there to win it. Every team goes there to win it, but you walked away knowing you have a better basketball team.
Yeah, we came home a lot better than we were when we went there, and that's what it's all about. And, you know, we got to play 3 really tough opponents and, you know, 3 GWAC teams. And, you know, I told you at the end, whoever wins that game is going to be ranked. And, you know, Goodland came out today. Goodland's ranked 6th, and, you know, they're definitely a top 10 team in the state.
Sure.
And, you know, we were down 3 and had the ball with a minute to go. So, you know, we're right there. But one of the positives about something like that, Brett, is, you know, we say it a lot in our program, you either lose or you learn. And we had a lot of opportunities yesterday in our film session to learn. You know, we compiled our 3 days worth of stats. You know, we talked about that final game. We showed them some stuff on film. You know, and you look at that stuff and you find ways to get better. And we're hopeful that when we come out tonight, you know, we'll be better than we've been in our previous 4 games because of some stuff that we got the opportunity to address.
you go back to, I'm going to touch on this real quick because I want your opinion. Going back and you said Goodland cracks the rankings at number 6. To me, rankings are just a number that a kid gets to feel good about. What do you think of being ranked?
Well,
I like to go under the radar myself.
It matters where you're ranked at the end of the season. When the season's over, that's what it matters. And you're right. Rankings are, they're for the kids, they're for the fans, whatever. But the way a coach looks at it as well, if that's the 6th best team in the state, we played them to the wire, in early December. So we've just been telling our team we got to keep taking advantage of opportunities. We got to keep finding ways to get better. And if we improve as much this year from the beginning to the end as we did last year, we got a chance to have a special season.
Yeah. Well, I just had to get that off my chest.
Oh, yeah.
I've told people the same thing. They're like, well, why wasn't Lakin ranked to start this season? They've got all these kids coming back. I said, I could care less except what they're ranked in March, and let's hope they're in Hutchinson. Yeah. So, that's all that matters to me. But
absolutely.
It's kind of a feel-good thing, so, to each their own. But, you talk about this team getting better, and, of course, we had a chance to talk all 3 days in Goodland. But you can just see it up and down this lineup. You've got 10 guys that can play, and those 10 guys are playing. But at any moment, you're going to get something good out of them. You got Adric, MJ, Drew, Maddox, and Coulter starting. But off the bench, you've got a starting 5 for a lot of teams, and Ross Ryder, Austin Ritzma, Tyler Holloway, and Eric Munson.
Well, it's every year it's unique as a coach, and you have challenges and things that are difficult. But last year maybe it was, in previous years it's like molding the team together, and maybe some guys aren't the best of friends, but you got to make it work, or shuffling guys to new positions, or last year playing a bunch of young guys. This year it's how do we play them? How do we make strength in our numbers? Like, how do we play them all and monitor their minutes and make the right lineups? And, we spend a lot of time on that because we have so many options, and we got better as coaches this last weekend too. We learned a lot. We messed up some minutes. We messed up some rotations, and, we saw some things. But, one of the neat things, Brett, and this, we give the guys roles, and we want them to star in their roles. And so we ask, at least the varsity guys after this weekend, how would you grade yourself in your role, or how would you grade your performance so far this season, ranking yourself at A, B, C, D, or F. And we had nobody that ranked themselves over a C+. So, for us to be where we are right now and guys feeling like they're playing at a C average level, that means there's a lot of room for an improvement, and that's really nice when the kids take the ownership and know, hey, I wasn't at my best individually. I've got to get better in order to make the team better. And us coaches are joining in on that too. We've got to get better in our rotations and things that we're doing to get us to our best. But we were able to address a lot of that. And when you play 3 games in 3 days, like on the road, like it's tough to get the film and get the stats and have a chance to breathe and regroup. And you just kind of are who you are when you go up there that weekend. So, at least we've got a couple days to look at things and find ways to get better.
Starting 5 aside, and we talk about them quite a bit, but the ones I really enjoyed watching over the weekend, Ross Ryder, in his moments, he's averaging 2 points per game, but he's keeping the ball alive on rebounds. Austin Ritzma is now being a vocal player on the floor, wanting the basketball. Eric Munson, we know what he can do from last year. He's getting better in his role and was part of that steal to beat Ulysses late in the ball game. And another one, Tyler Holloway. I think really I'm seeing probably some of the most improvement from last year, and that's Tyler Holloway doing the things he's doing, even though he's averaging 3.5 points per game. I think he's one of those players that in any given point goes off. And he's one of those that's I'm enjoying watching him play right now.
Yeah, if there's a player we drop the ball on this weekend, it's Ross Ryder. Ross does everything we ask, especially in practice. And, when I talk about messing up rotations and doing some things where we got to get better, Ross got to play more minutes for us. When we talk about areas we struggle, well, that's Ross. Like, Ross has got to be that guy that steps in and helps us in those areas that we struggle. So, he's earned the right to play more, and we got to make sure that we get him in there more. But, you know, you talked about Austin Ritzma, been a huge bright spot for us. He just continues to get better. And you're right, he's being a lot more physical and demanding and wanting the ball, you know, and been fairly consistent with the exception of one game. You know, you talk about Eric Munson, he might be the most selfless player on our team right now. You know, he's coming off the bench for us, and most juniors that, you know, have the ability to start and have to come off the bench, you know, would probably be a train wreck or be super frustrated, but he's doing what's best for the team. You know, then you mentioned Tyler Holloway. He's probably got the highest ceiling of any player. He's just going to continue to improve and continue to get better, you know. And, you know, those guys you mentioned, you know, they're a massive part of our team, and on any given night we could start them. Yep. You know, and some of them play more minutes than the guys that are starting, you know. So it's just a complete team effort across the board.
Yep. Well, time for
and
us
Sublette's
to
pretty good too, by the way.
We
We never make it to our opponent, but
yeah, and you know, the Bronx get to start High Plains League play. Of course, Sublette beat the Bronx last year in the High Plains League tournament. Lakin got them back in their return trip to Lakin, but Lakin Sublette always a competitive matchup.
Yeah, should be a good game. They've got a nice young team and always a great atmosphere. One of my favorite places to come and coach.
I love to be here as a fan as well.
Hey, and thanks for finding the farthest possible spot away to set up tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Brett.
Yeah, well, hey, take that up with the AD.
Okay, yeah. I'll talk to him. I'll talk to Lyle about it.
All right, Coach. Appreciate
thanks.
it. Good luck tonight. Foul on J.C. McVeigh, her second. And Lakin turns it over. Jared slides back in. We'll get and a blocking foul on Lilia. That'll be the third foul on Lilia Villa. But yeah, we're tucked up, clear up in a corner, farthest away from the doors and everything else. But hey, I appreciate it. Jason McVeigh leans in on Kinsey. Kinsey will be called for the foul, but I'll tell you what, that's good defensive position actually by Kinsey. Went straight up with the hands. Sorry about that, Jared. Only one basket. Kinsey made the basket to start the half.
Yeah,
so.
I got it. Dang, we got 21 fouls. We need to chill.
Genter missed the first free throw. Second opportunity coming up. Yeah, tell you what, we ain't got many players left. We've got 21 fouls already in the third quarter. Genter with the free throw, 1 of 2. I don't know what they do to correct that. There they go. Now they got it to 2. 3 up top. Davidson off the side of the rim, no good. Sammy with the putback, and it's good. Samantha Vogel cleaning up the boards.
So what, Kinsey has one, and who else got the other one?
What, foul?
Yeah.
Lilia.
Got you.
So turnover on the Sublette side, goes back to Lakin.
So Lilia's got 3?
Yep. Lady Bronx lead it 49-7. Lilia thought about driving. Hands it off to Jarrah. Inside, Kinsey. Up and in. Kinsey with the paint cut. Has 4 to start our second half.
Legal screen, I think.
That foul will go against Talina Genter, and that'll be her 4th foul. Well, what? Okay, I looked at the board and it said 1. I'm thinking, okay, then I really
the
messed
last
up.
14 was Kinsey's.
Yeah. Underneath, Sammy turns off the glass, too strong, and Sammy will be called on the foul. And that's 4 fouls on her. Sublette basketball. Lily Moak, the three from the near corner. Tie up. Arrow keeps it with the Lady Larks. Just under 6 minutes to go in our third quarter. And all Lady Bronx from the outset. Long inbounds up top to Dyke. Dyke, right side to J.C. McVeigh. And the pass stolen away by Vogel. Lady Bronx on the run. Over to Davidson. Three from the left wing. Good. You think that game on Saturday probably has helped Jared Davidson's game?
Definitely.
With 16 points tonight, a career high 30 on Saturday. Definitely can't hurt the confidence any.
No.
By far. Moak near wing. Fuentes got loose. Oh, that was going to be out on Fuentes, and Kinsey, it just happened to bounce up and bounce off her foot out of bounds, so Sublette will keep it. Inbounds to the left elbow, Dyke. Back out front to Moak. Moak with the three, that is way short. And it'll go back to Lakin. Good job on defense that time. Kinsey just basically rode her opponent right to the inline on the box out. So many times you see a foul called in that situation, but that's just good defense. You're making the defender ride you.
As long as you're not hooking, then you're good.
Yeah. Three out front. Reagan got it. Reagan matching Jarrow for game high honors with 16. And a tie up. Moak just basically said, here, Sammy, tie me up. And it goes back to Lakin. Substitutions for the Lady Bronx. Amari Escabel, Jordan McCombs, Aaron Michaelis, Tabry Loman Fuller, and Maya Brown getting her first action tonight. Lady Bronx lead it by 50. Three out front. And the foul will go against Maya. Jelena Gunter in for the Lady Larks. Gunter with 4 fouls. Jason McVeigh across the timeline, stops from 3 off the mark. Dyke with the putback, it won't go. Tabry with the rebound up front to Amari. Amari one-on-one against JC. Against JC McVeigh. And they're going to call the foul on McVeigh. No, that's on Lakin. I was going to say, I thought that really was a good play by JC McVeigh, honestly. Foul on Amari Escabel, her second. I mean, I'll always take the call as a homer, but I thought Jason McVeigh really had good position there. McVeigh with it to the right corner on the baseline. Into Dyke in the paint. He lays it up and in. Into Tabry up front. Amari. Shot missed, ball loose on the floor. Jordan McCombs picks it up. Now in the paint, now back up top. 3 no good. Lily Moak with the rebound. And Maya Brown with the steal. And a blocking foul that time on J.C. McVeigh. That'll be her third. Third team foul on the Lady Larks. Lob it into Maya, off the glass, off the mark. And Victoria Lee with the rebound. Near corner, Puentes, double teamed, now looking for help. And a steal by Amari. Oh, and overthrows Jordan. And it'll go back to Sublette. Lakin had numbers. It was a 2-on-1, and Aaron Michaelis trailing the play as well. .240 in the quarter. Aaron Michaelis got a hand on it. Sublette will keep the basketball. Fourth quarter will go quick. It'll be a running clock. Fuentes in the near corner to Gunter, and stolen away by Amari. Picked up by Jordan. Jordan has it knocked away by Lindsey Dyke, but Lakin will keep it on their baseline. It's two straight steals, and Lakin just did not get a good start in transition. Jordan McCombs scoring off the inbounds. Jordan has 8. Pass stolen away by Aaron Michaelis. She brings it up the floor herself. Stops. Gives to Maya Brown. Brown fouled in the paint. That foul will go against Lindsey Dyke. That's her third. Maya Brown with the basket off the inbounds. Put back no good by Victoria Lee, and Lakin with another rebound. Racing up the far side with it is Jordan. Stops from 15 off the side of the rim.
Man, everyone who's gotten in tonight has scored except for Lilia. Everyone's filled up a spot column.
Moak in the paint off the fingertips of Dyke. Ball loose on the floor. Jordan McCombs up to Maya. Now up to Aaron. Back to Aaron, right side three. Got it! Aaron Michaelis with her second three of the game. Aaron has 8. 2 3-pointers on the night. And stolen away once again by Maya Brown. Jordan McCombs across the timeline, 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Lady Bronx pull it out, set it up. Michaelis out front. Timeout by Lakin with 39.6 seconds to go. It's a 30. Lady Bronx well on their third straight win of the season and their 6th straight over Sublette. Lady Bronx leading at 64-9. Jordan on the right wing, and a foul called. That's going to be on Maya. That's her second. And we're going to the other end to shoot free throws. You got to shoot. Somebody's got to buzz and tell them you got to shoot.
Yeah. So they haven't started the clock yet.
You're shooting free throws, people.
Supposed to be shooting free throws.
I think they might be saying it was player control or something. I think they might have called it like player control or off ball or something.
Maybe so, I guess.
Because he said something to the bench. I don't know.
I don't either. I guess.
Who knows?
But, you know, I guess nobody on the home team was throwing a fit. So 3 out front, nothing, draws nothing. And the rebound back out front, and that'll be it for the quarter. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, it's Lakin 64, Sublette 9. We'll take a timeout. We're back with the 4th quarter right after this. You're watching Lady Bronx basketball.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You could look.
The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You could lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
And welcome back to Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Brett and Jared with you. Want to thank Marissa Aller on the camera. Sammy, Jarrah, Kinsey, Lilia, and Reagan on the floor for the Lady Bronx as we start the 4th. By Jarrah on the wing and can't bring in the loose ball, and it goes back, stays with Sublette. Exali Hernandez into the lineup for Sublette. Kara Leonard also in for the Lady Larks. And other subs as well. We'll get those in a foul on the shot. That'll go against Reagan Shavira. That's her first foul. Free throw falls. Sammy with the rebound, Lilia with it. To Kinsey up top, Lilia. Fingertips out of bounds, and it goes back to Sublette as the clock runs. Lilia up the floor, layup won't count, but she's fouled, will go to the line. And a chance to get in the scoring column. And that's off the mark. Natalie Gonzalez into the lineup for Sublette. And free throw off the mark. Kinsey with the rebound. Lilia with the loose ball. Off the fingertips of Sammy. Jarrett runs down the loose ball in the corner. Kinsey wide open from 8. Oh, front to back on the rim. Sammy with the loose ball puts it up and in, and she's fouled.
I believe it was on the floor.
Foul is on Exali Hernandez. And they said the basket was, I think he said it was good.
Huh.
Okay.
Wow.
Clock continues to run.
I definitely thought that one was on the floor.
Peyton Ansel into the lineup for Lakin. Sammy with the free throw. With the and one. And Brianna Holmes into the lineup for Lakin. Riel ends with it up top. On the wing is Kara Leonard. That ball knocked away by Jordan McCombs. So Jarrah and Reagan leading the Lady Bronx with 16 points apiece. Lakin is going to win their 3rd straight game after starting the season with 2 straight losses. Foul on the floor. That'll go against Peyton Ansel. That's her first. Inbounds. The tie-up stays with Sublette. Would have stayed with Sublette anyway. They didn't see Peyton Ansel standing on the end line and touch that basketball on the tie-up. And another tie-up, and it goes to Lakin. Brianna Holmes on the floor with the tie-up. At the conclusion of this contest, we will give you the game totals, and we'll close this broadcast, and then you'll have to stay on YouTube and open up the boys' game. Jordan McCombs in the paint, won't go, but she's fouled. Foul will go against Natalie Gonzalez. Free throw good. Jordan McCombs with 9 has a chance to get into double figures with this free throw. And does so. Just over a minute and a half remaining in the contest. Loose ball out front. Amari Escobar the drive and hits the layup. Amari Escobar, that's just her 3rd point. Pass in the corner. Knocked away by McCombs, picked up by Holmes. And Escobar with the pass and lays it up and in. Back-to-back buckets by Amari Escobar. She has 5. In the paint, loose ball. Last touch by Lakin. Sublette basketball. 35 seconds to go, and clock is running. This been a running clock the whole quarter. It's amazing how fast 8 minutes goes when the clock's running, Jared.
Yeah, no kidding.
And a foul in the paint as the clock continues to run. Brianna Holmes with the foul, her first. And they will stop the clock for the free throws. And the free throw is good by Exali Hernandez. Second one off the mark. Maya with the rebound. And that's going to do it. The Lakin Lady Broncs with their third straight win with a 73-11 win over Sublette here this evening. Lady Broncs improved their record to 3-2. Lady Larks still winless on the season at 0-5. And actually, I thought we would be ahead of schedule, but we're really, let's see, yeah, we're a little bit. We got 22 minutes before we start things with the boys. But let's look at the totals. First for Sublette, Anea Puentes leading the way with 5 points. Exali Hernandez off the bench with 2 free throws. She finished with 2. Lindsay Dyke with 2. Talina Gunter and Lily Moak with 1 point apiece. Sublette finished the game 6 of 11 from the free throw line. For the Lady Broncs, Reagan Shavira and Jared Davidson sharing game high honors with 16 points apiece. Jordan McCombs joins them in double figures with 10. Sammy Vogel finishes with 8. Erin Michaelis with 8. Kinsey Loman Fuller with 4. Amari Escabel with 5. Tabry Loman Fuller with 4, and Maya Brown with 2. From the free throw line for the Lady Broncs, 4 of 7 in the first half, 3 of 5 in the second. And they finished the game 7 of 12 from the free throw line. Once again, the Lady Broncs with their third straight win. They improved to 3-2 on the season, and also winning their 6th straight over the Lady Larks of Sublette. Well, that's going to do it for this broadcast. We want to thank everybody for joining us, and of course, we always thank our sponsors. Those of you watching, please thank the sponsors as well, because we can't thank them enough. We're going to take a little bit of a break. We'll be back in, let's see here. It's 7:20. We'll be back at 7:30 for Broncs basketball live here at Sublette. For Jared, I'm Brett. We'll be back in a bit.